Dave and Cali. And I thought I would just do this just because I was looking through the terms and conditions and so forth from YouTube, and I was thinking, well, there's a lot of regulation when it comes to monetization, which maybe a lot of creators don't understand, uh, or maybe they do. But I was looking at it, and a lot of questions come up. So this is from YouTube's. When it comes to your, being able to run ads or monetize a particular video, these are the listed items that you must meet. Otherwise, it disqualifies it for monetization. Now, you think, well, if it's just monetization, it doesn't really matter. Well, in some content, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to get the information out, then that's not an issue. However, I see it also being a way of being able to, for those who that are heavily into this and trying to make money at the same time, it has a tendency to cause a slight control over what you produce. And the reason why I say that is, well, we look at this list. Let's just look at the list here. It says inappropriate language. Well, that's a given. We all kind of know that. Firearms and related content. Yep, that's kind of a given. Violence, adult content. Yep, we all in agreement. But then we get into some other things where it says shocking content. Shocking content? What is that? Well, I clicked on it and took us over here. Shocking content may, it's content that may upset, disgust, or shock viewers and may not be suitable for advertisers. Uncensored shocking elements won't necessarily result in your video being unsuitable for advertising, but content matters. So basically what they're saying is if you're really into doing the shock pieces, just so people go, what? And check it out and all that, it could be considered too shocking and they would demonetize you on that. Now, if that means a lot to you, it may persuade you to stay away from that type of, producing that type of content. So you can kind of see where I'm going with that. Okay, so let's go back to the list here. So harmful or dangerous acts. Well, we all know that there was a rash of people doing these really dumb challenges and so forth, and people are getting hurt, people getting sick, people, all sorts of stuff. So that's kind of a given too. And of course, hateful and derogatory content, those are givens. That could probably go either way, depending on what you're talking about. Recreational drugs and drug-related content. Well, that's probably going to change in the future, possibly. I don't know, because most of the United States has come to the grips on understanding recreational versus illegal drugs. So anyway, let's get back over to this other side. Controversial issues. Let me see. Did I have that? Let me see. Oh, yes, here we go. Controversial issues refers to topics that may be unsettling for our users and are often a result of human tragedy. This policy applies even if the content is purely commentary or contains no graphic imagery. That too, just for the fact that it says that it may be unsettling for our users. All somebody has to do is come up and say, oh, I'm offended. And there you go. So all it takes is one complaint and it gets demonetized. So what I'm getting at is this is just more issues of how they can control what you put out there. Now, if you don't care and you're just running your channel the way you run your channel, then, this probably wouldn't bother you because you'd get some here and there that won't be monetized, and you just keep moving forward. Because sometimes it's good to have some of these shocking and unsettling things to kind of keep people interested and keep them coming back. So anyway, let's see what the last one is here. Oh, sensitive events. Well, this one, sensitive events. A sensitive event is usually an unforeseen event which there has been loss of life, typically as a result of a pre-planned malicious attack by foreign terrorists, organizations which they mark as an FTO, or drug trade organization, DTO. I guess that's so if you have violation, they can tell you, oh, you got a DTO or you got an FTO. But sensitive events can cause a mournful response from the public, or at times an extreme or visceral reaction. Content is important. For instance, authoritative news reporting or documentary videos about historical events may be eligible for monetization. So it's like if it's something in history and it's undeniable, they're not going to do anything about it. So it means that if it doesn't meet that particular criteria, they still could kick it out. And of course, most of all this has been brought about, since 9/11. So we have a lot of this regulation of content in 9/11 that if it's really graphic and devastating, they only want the news people to report on it. They don't want you or me to report on it. Anyway, well, guys, that's my real quick take on some of the monetization in the back part of YouTube, which some of you watching probably don't even know half this stuff is going on. But there's a lot of control going on, and we just have to live with it. We just have to try to abide by the rules as much as possible, and there you go. All right, guys, remember to like, share for 20 years of good luck. Somebody else used that. Anyway, and remember to click that little notification bell so that you can get notified on the next up and coming video, and we'll see you on the next one.